What is up? I have not done a video response for quite a while, so I saw an opportunity and I'm pouncing. Pouncing! MichaelBtheGameGenie asked what was the first Sega system you played, and my answer to that is the Sega Genesis. I never owned one. I had a NES, and I loved it. I asked my dad for the NES for Christmas, and I too found it in the Sears wish book. So it was funny to hear MichaelBtheGameGenie say that. And he said, you know, Sega is coming out with a more advanced system. Maybe you should wait. And I said, no. Nintendo. It has to be Nintendo. I didn't care. Because I knew about Super Mario Brothers and stuff, and I played it in the arcade, and I needed to have that game. So, and I got it, and I was so happy when I got the NES. I was a bit late to the party, but it was a good day. And anyway, I don't know, maybe a year later or 6 months later, I don't remember. I was at a like a Fred Meyer, like a one-stop shopping kind of store, and I went to the electronics department, and they had a Sega Genesis set up, so I tried it, and I forget what game it was. It was probably Sonic or something, but when I played it, I felt like the controller, the buttons were really mushy, and I still kind of feel that way, but now I'm used to it. But at the time, I don't know if it's because it was a demo and had been used a lot or what, maybe the game, but I felt like, I don't know, I don't like the way these buttons feel, so I don't need the Genesis. And then I never looked back. I was really happy with my Nintendo, and for me, I didn't see a lot of the ads, or I don't remember seeing a lot of the ads for Sega. So yeah, I was happy with my NES. And then I had a friend in high school who played hockey a lot and football, like talking games on his, and that was cool, but I don't know, I really liked my NES. Then I had a girlfriend who had a Genesis, and sometimes I'd go over there and we would play Sonic Spinball. So that was kind of the first time I really played much. And I liked Sonic Spinball because I like pinball, but I don't know, the fact that it was on a Genesis didn't really matter to me very much. And then by that time I was really focused on studying and university and stuff, so I liked video games, but I liked the fact that I was playing them with my girlfriend a lot more. And, right, so I got to university, kind of let my video games go. I don't know where they went, actually. And then I went on a ski trip, and we needed something to do, so I used my new credit card that I'd gotten and bought a Super Nintendo and a few games for it. Mortal Kombat 2, and Donkey Kong Country, and Super R-Type, and Earthworm Jim. And I guess it must have come with Super Mario World, but I don't remember playing it. I think maybe I was just kind of tired of Mario at the time, which is hard to believe now, but it happens. Anyway, I played it for maybe a few months, and I was like, no, I gotta study. And made some good memories with it, and then I sold it off. And I didn't really play many video games for a while, tried to focus on studying, and didn't think about like Sega or video games much for a while. And at some point, the N64 came out, and I rented it a few times and played that. This is all coming back. There's a Sega theme here running in the background. Not the music, I mean in my mind. Right, so then I went to a second university, and I bought another NES because I missed it. And so my friends would come over to my dorm room, and I'd leave the door unlocked, which is crazy now thinking about it, but yeah, and they just let themselves in and play video games. One of my friends, actually, his girlfriend broke up with him in university because he was playing video games in my room, and she thought that was, like, not mature. Or at least that's how he tells the story. I'm sure it was more kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, but yeah, he's thankful for that now, I guess. He's happily married, but right. At some point, I found and I don't remember when and where I bought it, but I found a Sega Nomad, and that was the first Sega system that I actually bought. And so I think I bought, or maybe it came with, I don't remember, the 6-in-1 pack, and I don't remember what all the games are now, but I'll write a list right here. There's a list there, yeah. And I remember playing, the games on there a little bit, Sonic, and I think there was maybe like Golden Axe and stuff. But my main memories of the Sega Nomad, because you could play it just like a Genesis and you could plug in a second controller, is I hooked it up to one of my friend's TVs in his dorm room, and we would play Monopoly. And we would sometimes be late for class because we were playing Monopoly. And one time we went on a road trip from Michigan to Virginia, I want to say. I think that's right. And on the way, I was sitting in the back seat with the thing plugged in with a long cord to the lighter adapter, and we played Jeopardy, and I was reading reading the clues, and people were, yelling out the answers or whatever. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, good memory. And a funny thing is, our car broke down on the way, so we spent hours sitting on the freeway, I think, waiting for a tow truck. And my memory is so abysmal. My friends will remember it better than me, but I remember riding behind the tow truck and just playing the Sega Nomad and playing. I think we played Monopoly and Jeopardy mostly. And then, like a fool, because I needed money, I sold all that stuff. I sold my Nomad and I sold my Game Boy, and I think I gave away my NES. Shocking. And yeah, and then I never bought a Sega system again until I came to Japan, and then someone gave me actually a Sega Saturn, and I was like, what is this? This is old. And then another friend gave me Strikers 1945, and that was when I knew that I needed to take another look at the old games, because it was so fun. I love shoot 'em ups. And that was kind of the beginning of me getting into actually collecting games, and now I have just a ridiculous amount of games. So yeah, long answer, and I gave more information than you might have wanted, but there you go. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.